I'd like to welcome you out to another edition of the Major Music Lounge podcast, joined by Alan K Music. What's good, fam?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Oh man, pleasure to have you on. I know we've kind of been talking for at least the last month or two about getting you on. So after
I had to
a-
reschedule my fault, man. You know, life comes up in the way sometimes.
yeah, man, it's all good, man. I just appreciate you, reaching out to me and we got to get you another date. So I definitely appreciate, giving your time to the podcast as well, man. And got a chance to listen to some of your joints as well. I just noticed actually you put up a new single this week.
I did. Elon Musk, man. Elon
Yeah,
Musk.
yeah,
Very,
yeah. We're
very
gonna
spacey vibes. You know, it's like it's good, man. It's
It's
vibes.
bumping. It's bumping, man.
Thank you, man.
So, tell us a little bit about yourself, man. Like, what made you want to start creating music? How long have you been creating music as well?
I've been creating music seriously for like 9, 10 months. I rapped a little bit when I was 18. I'm 32, so I'm a little bit of a late bloomer. I'm a little older, not an old head quite yet, and I still got the young heart, you know. But I went through relationship problems, a breakup like 10 months ago, and I just went to a boy's house to stay at my boy's house. It was an old friend of mine, and he played a beat that night. And I started freestyling, man. And it had been 14 years since I started rapping. You know, like, I messed around when I was 18, and I just went off. And ever since then, I went through all these phases of writing lyrics, right? And I wrote all these songs, and I have 200 songs in my iMac now that I wrote. And I debated, do I want to go pay somebody in the studio, or do I want to learn how to do my shit myself? I invested. I bought all those spirits around me right now. If I could pull it, you're on my iMac, so I can't really turn it around. But I have like all my own gear. I mix and master all my own music. For the last 10 months, I've been trying to perfect my voice, you know, and just work on everything. I went from just rapping and having no voice to singing. I bust my ass. I work a regular job. I have kids. You know, like I chase this every minute that I'm not living my regular life and doing the responsibilities I gotta do. And like the relationship set me off though, man. Like I think the old music back when I was 18, I always loved music. I've been listening to every hot artist that ever came out, man. Like, you know, back I'm 32, so back when Wayne, you know, back when Wayne was hot, back when Cassidy, I'm from Philly originally. Like I live around Philly a lot. I live out in the suburbs now in the middle of nowhere, but like I'm a city guy. And like all those rappers and all those singers I've listened to for years, man, they just made it all in my head, man, so I can make the music that I'm making now. And let me tell you something, man, I don't write any lyrics now. I freestyle every song off the top of my head right here now. I make a song in 30 minutes, 45 minutes. I make multiple songs a day. Nothing written. So, you know, you listen to any of my music that you listen to that I send you, it's all freestyle on top of my head right now.
It's crazy. It's a different experience actually seeing it yourself once you're here and like you
Uh,
realize, oh damn, you don't even need like a pad and a pen in order to make.
But yeah, man, what I'm, most impressed with myself, and that's kind of similar way that I came up, pretty much building my own home studio and creating music at my own pace allowed me, especially, I mean, I've been creating long before the pandemic, but it was over like the time COVID was here. I really started coming out with more albums and doing a lot more at home because all you had to do was pretty much record music or
Yeah,
watch movies, play games, whatever it
Yes,
is.
sir. Yes, sir.
And then, that just kind of helped me step it up. But that's one of the things I also admire about you. And then just your online presence. How you post a lot of your content, a lot of your music, and you're consistent in terms of your releases. Kind of like I said today. I mean, even in fact. I had listened to some of your stuff before today, but like I just went back and I noticed that you had that new single, and then I went through some more of your material, man. So I just saw on there, how consistent you are as well, and that's motivation for like a lot of the other, I guess, up and coming artists or producers that are coming up as well. That you can do it yourself at home. You just got to really invest into your craft. As an artist and a creator, how big do you, or how important do you think it is to invest in what you do? Not necessarily just having the home studio, but you may even have someone who they may prefer to go to an outside studio, work with somebody else, but they're still investing in themselves. But how important do you think that is?
you get what you pay for in this, man. So if that's like putting in the work, or if that's going to a studio, like either way, you're making an investment. And like I just started running ads. That's an investment. You know what I mean? I have to put nothing's gonna fall on your lap in this. And you going back to what you were saying about being consistent, you gotta stay in people's faces, man. You have to. This game is so oversaturated with bullshit right now that you have to stay in people's faces and be right there, and you have to be working harder than the next guy. And like that's why I'm just trying to make posts every day, songs every day, not even one song, and keep going. You gotta be. It's very important, man. You have to invest everything. Like if you want to make it anywhere in life and you want to be the top of that 1%, you got to invest everything. It can't be no half-ass. It can't. It can't at all.
Yeah, if you don't, I mean, it's kind of like you say, you get what you pay for, because let's just say you get an artist who gets some beats, for example, and they haven't really paid that producer for those beats. In the end, they're going to have to, if the song blows up. It may not blow up, but if the song ends up blowing up, they're gonna have to break that producer off, and then that'll be a legal issue for that artist. So
Absolutely. I work with me personally. I buy a lot of beats. I go on YouTube a lot and I end up finding a beat that's fire and I end up going to lease it or end up buying it. But if I work one on one with a producer, no matter what, if I make a song, they're always getting 50%. If the song blows up, they're getting 50% of everything. And that's more personal relationships. But I still buy beats and everything because I just go where the inspiration takes me, man. So sometimes that might not be a beat somebody sent me. It might be a beat I just heard on YouTube. And I'm like, fuck, this is fire. So.
yeah, yeah. So when you
Them
create,
type beats hit different, bro. Them type beats hit
The
different.
type beats hit different. If I type
They
in
really
something
do.
type B and I'm feeling like, what do I want to listen to? I just go on YouTube and it's the thing about today. It's all there, man. It's all right there. There's so much shit out there. Excuse my
yeah,
language. There's so
you
much
can.
shit.
Oh no, go right ahead,
Yeah,
man.
all right, I got you.
You get them, like, you get most of your instrumentals on like a BeatStars or like Aerobit or
Yeah, BeatStars pretty much because I go on YouTube and I'll just be feeling a certain mood, man. So I'll type in something or maybe a certain producer that I like, type beat. I type it in, and if I'm vibing with the beat, and I make a song, and I make a lot of songs, so a lot of songs ain't being released. So I don't go by I'll make a song to like a demo, usually and bounce the demo, go listen to it. If I want to make the real song, I'll go finish it. When I release the real song, I go to buy the beat, and I go to if it's somebody, and I have producers hit me up and send me beats every day now, so it's kind of like I have to go through them, and I'm not gonna lie, a lot of them are bullshit. Like producers got to work on their shit, and I just be
yeah,
like, hey man, you got to work on your grind, man. Like you know what I mean? Like keep pushing. It's generic. But like there's some producers out there that are making fire right now, and they're low key. They're on Instagram with 400 followers. You know what I mean? They're on Instagram with 300 followers, and nobody knows
yeah,
about them.
yeah.
And I want to put people on the map, man. So I like working with guys making songs to beats that other guys are sending me because they want to see me on their songs. So
And that's real important too, to have a sound. It's real important to have a sound as an artist, because everybody's kind of got their own vibe. Some people like chill 808 beats. Some people like maybe like those old school hip hop, like boom bap beats. Some people may like those old school West Coast beats. It just kind of all depend on whatever lane that you want to go down. So,
right.
I think that is important for every artist to find their sound, and then a producer to work with on top of that. With that being said, because every time in history, like, a good artist has came up with a good producer. Lil Wayne, Manny Fresh, Dr.
Exactly.
Dre,
Yeah.
Snoop,
You
Dre and
gotta have it.
Eminem.
Right.
List goes on and on. So, you're gonna find a producer that pretty much makes whatever you like, and to your point there, gonna continue to work with them, and that's kind of your signature sound. So
That's people. That comes down to also people putting themselves out there and be willing to go work because a lot of people don't look at it that way and don't, you know what I mean? They just look at it about a different way. They don't want to just make music. It's about something else to them. So like
I
you
want the
could say
image.
that the stars have to align for that energy to happen for Dr. Dre
That right there,
and
good sir. The
Snoop Dogg.
image.
That has to align, man. Like that's energy in the studio, man. We're big believers in any energy in the studio. Like we get like four people in the room. We're all bouncing ideas
Yeah.
off each other.
Yeah.
We're all doing everything, man. We're recording. I sit right here and record my vocals, man.
We
Like
look, we
it's
all
we just
come
do
here
it.
from our like 9 to 5 jobs, you know what I mean? And we're all a little bummed out, but as soon as we link up together, all that's brushed off the shoulders, and
It's
we're just
That
in the moment.
energy.
We're
it's like a
making
couple
the
guys in a
music,
band. You know
sharing
what I mean?
energy.
One's playing the
Exactly.
drums, one's we
Exactly,
make a
man.
song, we make hits, and like mine
That
them.
energy, man. Yeah.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, it's the
You need
same
that
way.
energy there.
Same way, man. Like, I always thought that whenever you're creating and you work a 9 to 5 job, yeah, you're gonna go to work, but you should also be putting in as much work on your own craft as you do for someone else that you're working for. So,
Yes,
Definitely.
sir.
big ups to y'all, man. So,
It's been
kind of
about
with
3 hours. It's been about 3 hours average sleep when it comes to me
Yeah, we
meeting
don't sleep
Alan.
much,
On an
man.
average, like yeah, 3 hours.
I run a store. I run a store across the street from my house. So like I'm over there or I'm over here record. I'm over there. Like it's convenient and it's nice.
The best part.
My heart is in the music though, man. I'm at work and I'm on Instagram and I'm listening to beats. I just am trying to do it. My heart's in the music.
well,
So
you like me, man. It's like I'm at work, but I'm at
You got
work.
work too? You
Like,
got work too?
yeah.
Yes, sir.
absolutely, bro.
I met Alan recently and we both have like around the same hours. Sometimes I gotta work till 7. So like there's late nights that we have, late sessions, but for the most part it's been that first shift and then after first shift we link up and it's been great. But I'll tell you what, we've been going day after day after day this past week. It's been about 2 hours of sleep, but you know what? We're still here. We're still giving that energy, still giving that interview. So
That's the, that's the reality of the
yeah,
situation these days, man. All of us are
Yeah.
just like struggling artists trying to make it, and we all
yeah.
still got to pay them bills, man, and we all still got to support our families. So, just my main message is don't give up. Push past all that shit. Even when you think you're tired, keep
There's no
pushing,
reason to
man.
give up.
And
Yeah.
just
Everyone's
that's
making
it,
fire
man.
music.
Like,
When it comes down to people hitting it, they're making fire music. They really are.
Yeah, man.
I
So
believe in
like
everyone.
they just got to push, man.
Yeah.
when you guys are creating, like, let me ask you this: do you either create off of feeling and emotion, or you come in like saying, okay, I want to come out this project and I want at least 10 or 12 tracks. Like, how do you approach creating music?
It's always off the emotion for
It's
me at
always off the
least.
emotion, man.
And I think for
Always.
him too.
Because
Like,
I'll just, like I said, I freestyle every song, so it's whatever's in my head that day, or it's a story about something I've been through, and like my most of my music is emotional in nature, or about addiction or depression, or you know what I mean. It's like it's just very real, man. That's like shit I've been through in my life, so it's very about emotion. It's all emotion, man. Whatever I'm feeling, I could have a bad day. It could be like a sad, dark song, or it can be like I'm having a good day. It can be more upbeat song. And
You
that's how
know,
I know how my day went that day, man. Like I don't, my day not complete without recording a new song and just seeing where my mind was at that day, man.
yeah,
That's my
man.
process, and that's not everybody's process. But man, I feel so much better like sitting down at the end of the day and just getting shit out of my mind.
Well, kind of ironic you say that because I was listening to a joint, Hauntings. Yeah.
Love that song.
Yeah, I was
fire.
vibing with that, man. And you talk about like addiction, man, and it's not I want to also give you props for that because for some people it's not easy to get on a record and talk about maybe some of the addictions or some of the things they overcame. So, big ups to you on that. But like, as far as that whole project, what was your thought process behind Misery Loves Company?
I just wanted to tell a story on there, and it's just a story of where I was at years ago, man. And I, that was it. Like I've been thinking, my brain's been at, and it's been stuck in the past about certain shit for like so long, man. And I felt like I needed to let it out, so I did. And I told a story on there, and relationship wise, drug wise, like everything that I've been through. I'm a little older now, like I said, I'm 32, and like this is all places I've been in my life, man. And I've had one crazy, I got a story to tell, man. So that's the story that I'm trying to tell slowly. It's not even done. Like I'm dropping another album in December, man. So it's called
Yeah,
Diary of a Sad Boy. It's gonna be another 18, 19 songs. Like the good thing about making all this music is I make quality music and I make it in like a record amount of time. So
No, it's
yeah.
another
great. I just
another
did some
album in
takes with
December.
him. It was 16 minutes. Like
I
that
dropped
was
the
it.
hook in 16 minutes off the top of my head,
That's
and
it.
it's fire, man. Like it's
Man,
fire.
sometimes
Nothing,
that's
nothing
how
more
it
all
starts.
freestyle,
Yeah.
bro. Yeah.
Man, once you have that hook, and sometimes I work all kind of ways, man. I might have the verse first, and then I write the hook based off of something I said in the verse.
Right. Okay.
But like once you have the hook, that's pretty much like
It's
the
it.
backbone of the
It's
song.
it, right? Like you
You
Yeah,
got
just
the
know
main, you
what
got the
else to
main
do.
melody down. You got the main purpose down in
Yeah.
the song. So now everything is just an idea off of that. That's the way I look at it. And
Everything is like a branch off that thesis,
Yeah,
that
pretty much.
message of
Yeah,
like the
man.
moral of the song, right?
Right. So we
right.
get that message across, and then you go off of that, man.
So this is new to me. I haven't really met you. He obviously has talked to you before. What's like your favorite genre of music? Interview the interviewer, you know?
It's
Who's your
all
favorite
good,
artist?
man.
Who do you listen to? Like, or what do you like? What do you listen to right now? Like, what do you like?
Right now I've been listening to like a lot of like Larry June. Uh,
Ooh,
Yeah, like
Damn,
a lot of
damn
that
it,
type of
good
stuff.
sir.
Uh,
Yes, sir.
I
Yes,
know if you
sir.
heard a dude from Houston named Les. He
Nah,
spells his
nah.
name like
Yeah,
LE
yeah.
But
dollar
shout out
sign. Yeah, they
LE
make
dollar sign.
yeah
LE dollar
kind of
sign. I'm going
similar
after
music.
this.
I'm always looking for new
Um,
guys to listen to. That's it.
yeah,
Good
currency.
stuff.
I
Oh,
listen a
Current.
lot
currency.
of
I
Oh yeah.
love currency, man.
Let's
yeah, yeah,
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
yeah. I listen a
You're on the
lot of
vibe.
shit
You're
like
on the
that
vibe.
on
Yeah,
the
of
vibe,
course.
man.
Of course,
I
brother. Let's
appreciate that,
go.
man.
Yeah,
I
man.
want to get a feel because this is my first time doing anything like this.
This is my first time too, man. So
And
Yeah, man.
it's also my first time even connecting with you. So I just wanted to kind of get an idea of like what's your background as well,
you're
like
mainly
what you
you
like,
produce,
right?
right? You produce.
Yeah, I produce and I'm an artist.
And you keep talking, but you keep saying like how like oh yeah, that's what I do when I'm writing. That's what I do when I'm
Yeah, yeah.
producing.
Yeah,
So it keeps sparking my interest. You be out there, don't you?
yeah,
I
man.
like
Yeah,
that. I
man.
like that.
In
Let's
fact,
go.
I'm working on something right now. I got my next album coming out November
This
28th.
next album.
Nice.
Next
Okay, okay.
album, and
You're
then
gonna get a new follower tonight. How about that?
But my man's gonna
Yeah.
follow you tonight,
yeah, I'll
and
follow you back, man. I got you,
uh,
man. I got you, man. I appreciate that. And then I'm gonna
album
shoot
in November 28th. What's it called?
Major Moves 4.
Major Moves 4. So you
Yeah,
made 3 more before this one, then.
yeah, yeah,
All right, man. I'm
yeah,
about to
man.
listen to them. I'll check them out.
Damn.
We go.
Bet, man. Yeah, and this is just I kind of like to do something every year around this time. That's actually
Yeah.
also my birthday, so
Happy
uh
birthday, man.
thanks, man.
I believe,
Hey.
yeah.
Thanks, man. And I just gonna got the video shoot this weekend as
You got the
well.
shoot. Let's
All
So,
go.
you
right.
know, just trying
That's
to
that's
end the
it.
year on a good note, man.
If
You
you
got any
haven't,
visual?
if you haven't yet, checked out the Hauntings music video. We
Yeah.
shot
I
it up
was
in New
about
York
to
City,
ask.
I was
man.
Okay,
gonna
We
yeah,
say,
shot it
yeah,
up in New
where's
York
yeah.
it?
City, and it was
Okay, all
great.
right. I got
So,
you. Yeah.
So every
Oh,
like video we feel we shoot, if that makes sense.
like the
Every
same
okay.
as
every
the
song
songs,
we
man.
feel
We
we
went.
shoot
I'm
video
not
for.
far from New York City. We shot out.
Yeah.
We all shot in New York City, and my man Kev, that's not available to make it tonight, and we did the New York City video. It's crazy, man. So
Man. How many you got a couple of videos up there or
yeah, on my YouTube page, man, I got like probably 6, 7 music videos now for like the last 9, 10 months. So
Yeah.
we're shooting them out, and songs like you got 50 to 60 songs on there right now to go listen to. There's a couple albums. There's
Circle's
there's
growing, bro. It's
EP.
gonna be easier to schedule like recording dates.
Yeah.
Like soon it's gonna be twice the amount of videos that he's been producing every month. You know, as
yeah.
he picks up people like me and more people that want to be a part of this artistry of just giving people good music that means stuff, that is actually going out, not for the bread, not for this. It's about connecting with other people and showing that there's a part of artistry that just wants to help others, not
Absolutely.
it ain't about the gold at the end of the day, man. We're all struggling out here,
I just want to
and
connect with
we
people,
just
man.
want to smile at the end of the day.
Just connect with
That's
people.
what life's about. It's all about just being happy at the end of the day, being able to rest, and then wake up to a new beautiful sunrise.
Chase
And
dreams.
That's life.
persevere through it all, man.
That's life.
It'll happen, man.
Yeah.
It'll happen, man. You know, everybody got a different path they go down. It happened earlier for some than others, but you know, the way that you're grinding is definitely gonna pay off, man.
Grind,
Yes,
like clips, man. Like grind.
Yeah.
And the way that, bro, I can tell, like the way that I'm looking at your background and everything. You've been grinding.
You've been grinding, man. I see you got the pads up behind you. Got the keyboard. I see it over there, man. Like,
Oh
I see
yeah,
you grinding, man.
set up in here,
He's like,
man.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
can I say
got
this?
that,
I
Yeah.
appreciate a man as another artist. I appreciate a man who's got his own area set up, man. And he
Yeah.
has it nice and it's organized, it's clean. I have it like backwards, so it's looking the other way. My computer's set this way and everything's this way. But like, I need to work on the video angles. But man, you're working, bro. You're working.
Man, yeah, this
Got
is
the drum
this.
pad over there. I see the drum pad over the left. You got man.
So,
Keep grinding. You keep grinding too, man. All right.
Yeah, man, appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, man. So you got the album coming out next month, and
December
that
23rd. December 23rd.
okay. All
Yeah.
right. And you mentioned also the YouTube content. Now, how as far as being able to manage both creating music and releasing content at the same time, like how has that also helped you grow, you know, your following and your fan base?
It's it's great because making music is one thing, but you need like nowadays you need the content on video on Instagram and on TikTok and everything to go with it. And hitting certain hashtags, running ads. I'm a strong believer that you don't need to do anything if you're making music except just run ads. There's people in the world to connect to, man. Run Facebook
Yeah.
and Instagram ads. put some money into it. You know, even if it's like $50 a week, man, put money into it. Boost the people and let people see you, you know, and run them. Content's everything. It could be a little video of you like be in the background rap with your friends. It could be behind the scenes video of a video shoot. It can be anything, man. It's good content. Chop it up real easy. And nowadays they make so many apps and everything. It's so easy if you really put in the time and learn it, man. Like, you
Me
know.
and wrong. I boosted one thing just to like try it out. I spent $30 for a month, bro. It literally got 5 times the views. It's kind
Yeah,
of crazy.
it
Because
does.
Instagram actually be putting it out there for you. Facebook, like if you end up like finding the right advertisement platform that's already established and you pay the bread, they'll put it out there.
Yeah,
I run straight through Instagram and it goes to Facebook and it's just you know, I go right through the ads, right through Pixel and everything, and it's just easy. It's right there. You got another thing I will warn a new artist. If any new artists are listening, be careful. There's scammers out there. Every day
oh
I'm getting hit
man,
up by bots and scammers, and
yeah,
everybody's not some there's people that are naive to the situation. They might think, man, I could pay my way to get out of this situation and be it's not really that easy. Run your ads. That's all you have to do. All those guys that hit you up, hey man, I'll promote your music. It's all fake.
Get that
So
guaranteed establishment of like clicks.
Yeah.
and that's those
Run through the businesses that are helping other artists who are major out, you know?
I
yeah,
try to aim for like 30 cents, 40 cents a click, man, like profile visits or whatever website visits. And that's a good number, man. That means I'm paying 40 cents for somebody to go to my page and my profile. So like that's a good number.
Any growing artist should look at it mathematically.
and
Look at what you're making from your 9 to 5. Because any growing artist, you should be working a 9 to 5. Let's be real. You should be being able to provide for yourself while also doing your hobby.
Absolutely.
If you are blessed enough to have someone to care for you and provide for you while you're doing that 9 to 5 or while you're doing that hobby, and then you can skip out on the 9 to 5 to make music, then hustle a little bit harder. Like get that fucking bread, establish those connections.
Takes money to make money, man. You know that.
yeah,
OG, man.
yeah.
You know that.
Man, you gotta you know, the other part of it is you mentioned purchasing ads, and that's a great way to go. I've done it myself as well. You know, you have the ability to get the people that click on the ads or the hashtags or what have you to either go directly to your
Can I add one more thing that's
yeah,
very
yeah,
important to all this? Networking, man. Just like I hit you up, you got like it's just talking to people and talking to artists and producers, and that's how I have producers send me beats. Like there's a lot of people that think, oh, I'm too cool to go look at somebody's page, or they're too in on themselves, man. Go network with people and just spread the love, and that shit comes right back, man. Like
yeah,
that's you know, that's probably the major thing. Like I built my major fan base that I have right now, my core fan base, off of going to follow other producers and artists, man, in the beginning. You know, now I'm running ads now, but like that's how it started. You know,
the most famous artists made songs that have blown up to limitless potential with other artists, not for the bread, not because they were some famous artists, but because they linked and had a vibe.
Absolutely.
And that's the same for anyone else.
Energy, what we talked about earlier.
It is
Energy.
not about the bread, even when it comes to the most famous.
you got the work ethic and the energy to create, the bread is gonna come. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
In the
man,
meantime, I just
Amen.
had a kid, man.
Amen
I have a 10-year-old daughter. I had another kid 3 months ago.
Yes.
We just be grinding,
congrats.
living life. I'm gonna be sitting right here making this music, and anybody can go to my Instagram, my TikTok, anything, you know, my Spotify, and just in the meantime, I'll be making music. You know what I mean? Pushing harder
Yeah,
than I ever
man.
pushed before.
I remember.
Do you do any live shows?
Funny you should ask. I had my first. He's coming too on the 18th. We're gonna be in the Bronx, New York, at Jimmy Ryan's bar, man, and we're gonna be performing my first show. So
Okay.
I'm excited. Yeah, it's
gonna be doing the song that I feature in too. Like,
yes, so he's gonna
Yeah,
jump
we'll
on that
both be
too.
on there. All right.
Kev will be there. He couldn't make it tonight, but Kev will be there, man. He lives right down the road. You know,
I'm even more up and growing than him. I'm still like coming like right out the shell. So
he is. He's under the wing right now. He's under the wing right now. He's under the wing right now.
Like,
Have you just started creating as well? Like, how long have you?
So, if you want me to be honest, this is my interview, but just a quick summary. I've been writing music since I rode the school bus, like writing lyrics, poetry. I've always seen it as poems, not just like this, that, bar, bar. I've always seen it as the poetry. So just like, I see it as an art that is beyond like what most people see. And when I linked with him, we both leveled each other up. He helped me with tones. He helped me break out of a shell of confidence in order.
I showed him studio work, man. That's what I showed him. It's a different game.
He
in
helped
studio,
me
and I'm
hit
helping
tones
him.
and notes that I've never even knew were possible. It's been beautiful, dude. It's an amazing experience. We're gonna be able to show you guys through funny clips and like
music,
just
videos, content.
you've seen
Everything.
VH1
Skits.
classics of like, you know what I mean, behind the scenes, behind the music.
Got some good shit.
We have
coming.
plenty of that kind
We
of
have
stuff
shit
coming on the
man.
way as well.
We've been setting
Man,
up cameras like crazy, investing money, man, like everything. Video
man,
work,
that's
like
that's
shout out to
badass,
my
man.
man Kev. Shout out to my man Kev. He couldn't be here tonight. He does all the video work and everything, and I wish he could have been.
2 jobs,
2 jobs.
has a girl, and has his own studio and produces music.
Yeah.
This man is almost
Mhm.
at a handful of things that more than like one person could even handle one.
He does more
tough.
hours.
Kinda crazy,
He
right?
works more hours than
Yeah.
me. So.
He works
Yeah.
more hours than I think both of us probably combined. This dude is on another level of like just work until he's dead, bro.
But still finds a way to get it done. That's
Yep,
amazing,
and I still be out there with him.
Pushing.
man. Man, yeah, I definitely. I gotta, make my way out there in you guys' part of the country.
Where are you at
I,
exactly?
I'm actually in Dallas.
You're far right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, so I'm
You're
out.
down there.
That's
yeah.
an amazing location though.
What's
You
the weather
probably
like
know
right
that.
now?
That's
What's the
a
weather
great
like right now? It's
location.
still pretty hot down there.
Right now it's about between 65 and in the morning, and then it might get as high as 80 in the evening.
That
I mean,
is
excuse me,
so
in the
perfect,
afternoon.
bro. You want to talk to us about weather, bro? We got 30 degrees and probably 50 degrees, so we're like
Yeah.
freezing our asses
Man.
off.
That's crazy.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
Well, like
I-
it's funny because
Yep,
a couple weeks
you're in
ago
a
we got
t-shirt.
a couple weeks ago we had like a couple days ago we had 70 degrees at one night. It was like it's just
You're in a
the
t-shirt.
world's crazy, man, right now.
But
The
man,
weather's crazy, everything's crazy.
I got
man.
a jacket. I got a long sleeve on. I
Man.
rolled up the sleeves because we're inside. But as soon as I go right back outside, it's sleeves down, coat on, because
know.
it's
It's
chilling.
just so up and down, man, and it's actually gonna drop by the weekend, so we'll see. I'm contemplating if I'm going to shoot my video outside, but we'll see.
Oh, that's
What
gonna
do you-
come up to the weather then, I guess, when you see what it's like on
Yeah.
the weekend.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
don't have to see what
man.
it's
Hey, a
like.
little bit of rain might mix with a little bit of shine if you shoot over 2 days. You
Who
know,
knows, man?
you could
Man.
like clip in the placements.
You'll make it
Go
work,
rain
man.
shine, rain
You'll
Yeah,
make
shine,
it
rain
work.
we'll get
shine,
it
man.
done.
You know what I
We'll
mean?
get it
Yeah.
done.
What's
Man.
the song you're shooting the video for?
It's actually a new song called hold up a second, man. I've just been on new album mode.
This is your new, right? Not the one that you
Yeah.
already.
This
Yeah.
one we shooting called No Less.
No less.
No less.
So
Very
yeah, I haven't
good.
even released the single yet. And yeah, it's I wouldn't even say it's gonna be an official video, but this guy who directed my last couple of videos, Richie Jetson, he actually does this deal where you go out to one location, he brings a microphone and he just pretty much records you
That is
flowing,
crazy.
rapping to your track. And it almost looks like a music video, but I just wanted to do something a little bit different than just a traditional video.
No,
Because
that's
I've
crazy.
Changing it
I
up.
shot
You
a
gotta-
couple of those in the last year and give it just a little bit some exposure for my music, the single that I got coming out and the whole album.
No
and
less, right?
And you gotta try new things, man.
You said
Yeah, no
less.
less.
No
Bro,
less.
that's
You
such a
giving
good
it your
title.
all, you
I
ain't giving it
feel-
no less,
I
man.
can already
Like,
feel like that's a banger just by hearing the title.
there's
bro.
2 words
I
right
like
there, man.
that,
Like I
bro.
like
It means
them,
a
man.
lot.
I don't give it no less either, man. I'm giving them all. And
Yeah,
that's-
like
Yeah, yeah.
I hear no less, and I'm just thinking like, damn, like yeah, bro. That's how people feel as soon
it's
as
a
they give us 2 words, bro.
good, simple, hard title, man.
Anyone who's there is gonna be feeling that.
Like, I'm gonna check it
Yeah.
out as soon as you drop it, man.
Yeah, for sure, man. I'll keep y'all posted, man. Definitely appreciate it, man.
Right.
What kind of shout outs do you have?
I'll go
Kevin J
first.
Beats, 100%.
Shout out Kevin
First-
J Beats. He couldn't be here tonight. I wish he was, man. He does all the video work. He does work so hard, like we talked about earlier. Shout out to my man right here for joining the
It's gonna
team and
be-
just putting in work like nonstop and being able to hang with me.
Gonna
Like
be
it's not
Hippie.
easy.
I'm adding to my page.
This is hippie, man. It's-
HIPP
Actually,
E.
I'm gonna follow you right now.
Yeah, it'll be changed in a sec. Alan, you just want to message him my page so he can.
It'll
know?
just search. Go on my followers and search hippie. It'll come right up
Yeah, I'm probably the only hippie on.
on the new page. By the way, I made
Okay.
a new page. I had to make a new page, man, to set up Pixel and stuff. I had a lot of hard times like setting up Pixel. Speaking of, we were talking about it earlier on my old page because it goes back like to forever ago. I had a hard time like getting a bunch of stuff, so I had to make a new Instagram page. But every post is an ad right now running, man. So, you
Yeah.
know, like we're just getting steady followers trickling in. We're getting steady people just paying attention. That's great, man.
Okay. Should be hippie is happy. It's the only one.
Oh yeah, I see you up
I'm
there.
always about the poetry of like hippie's happy is in like that's the happiest hippie if you reverse the like if you swap the letters and like the
Yeah, yeah.
beginnings of things.
No, I
When you're the
follow.
happiest hippie, what comes with being the happiest is also being the saddest. Like there's always the negative and the positive to everything. There's the yin and yang to everything in life if you actually live it. So
Absolutely.
that was the whole meaning to that. I'm moving on to my artist name though. I gotta make it simple, short, and sweet for people. I've been obsessed with John Bellion. If you ever heard of that artist, John Bellion is on another level. He already made a like deal with Pixar to shoot a short film, and ever since he's been on that Disney level of grind, I was like, wait, I gotta be on that Disney level. And what really made sense to me was Wally. Have you ever heard of or seen the movie Wally?
Yeah.
Oh, cartoon
Wally
movie,
is
yeah.
Wally is the movie, bro, and he had that relationship problem with Eva, and that's how I see myself, bro. I'm the hippie. I'm the Wally.
Hippie.
You
and
got
all.
them chill vibes, man. You
Man,
got them
Oh, that's all
chill.
we do,
That's
man.
where I
We
come.
smoke, we make music, we chill, man. Like it's just all laid back vibes over here. But I can tell it's the same vibes over there, man. You just
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Bro, I
man.
already want to just come
I'm
over
really
there
glad
and
we
record.
connected, man.
I
I'm
want
really
to come
glad we
over there and
connected.
record. Like it just
Yeah.
looks so chill.
Yeah,
over there.
man.
If I'm
Whether
ever in
it's
Dallas
y'all
or
in the South or I'm on the East
hell
Coast,
yeah.
man.
Same
You know.
same thing for you. I'll make you a promise. You ever get up this way, like we'll all link up and we'll shoot a video and we'll take care of it for you, man. All right. And we'll meet
Oh,
up in New York City or something. Like New York's not that far. If you're ever even going to New York, you let me know, man.
We'll do
oh,
all
definitely,
the
man.
mixing and mastering, bro. You just gotta come here and put
Yeah.
out.
That's
Yeah,
it, man. Just
man.
fucking come and make some music, man. You know,
Uh,
we vibe and just have a good time, man.
we'll get some
What it's all
work in
about.
too, man.
Absolutely, man. I'm glad we connected. I'm glad we could do this tonight, man.
Yeah, and go ahead give your handle as well before we go.
Oh yeah, on Instagram, mine is the only dot Alan K, AlanKay. So, and you can find me on any platform by searching Alan K, AlanKay, and I'll be the first one that pops up.
That's
And I
right.
just dropped an album, Misery Loves Company, last month. It's awesome,
I was-
19 bangers. I have another album coming in December, Diary of a Sad Boy, and it's just
It's
another
crazy.
story, another story.
Y'all
I'm working
haven't-
on
yeah.
like finishing background vocals and mixing and mastering right now on top of recording with him and doing much
I-
working like we talked about.
No one has heard like what I've heard so far. This album is insane. If
The
you're-
vocals just improved and the singing especially. It's great.
If you liked anything from Misery Loves Company, I swear there's not a single song on this next album that
Oh, man,
you're gonna
thank you.
dislike,
Yeah.
bro. It's
Yeah.
it's so different.
Yes.
He leveled up 10 times.
Working.
10
That's
times.
it. Put in the work.
Working.
Put in
Yeah.
the fucking work. That's
Right.
it.
It's
Man.
beautiful. It's beautiful.
Not
to
everybody's
see
meant
growth
for it,
so
man. Not
quick.
everybody's
They
built for
ain't.
it. Put in the fucking work, man.
Yeah.
Like anything in life is work, bro. That's it.
Most people think like if you just like hit a day of music, like that's your hobby, right?
Nah.
Like they think music is a hobby. No, it's actually got to be your career. If you want to actually do it, it's a career, and you got to put in the work. You got to sleep 2 hours a day in order to fit in your 9 to 5 with your music career. At
Absolutely.
the end of the day, if you want to make it, it's 2 careers at once because right off the rip, there's no way you're gonna have enough followers to pay for your bills.
Yeah, nah.
All of us got to work 9 to 5 for a hot sec.
Yeah.
We all got to be in
It's
that
the
double,
reality, man.
double job grind, and that's where me and him are at right now. And that's our
Pushing.
hopes. Eventually, is just to be one thing only, which is making music, have enough people to love it and respect it, give us that support, so we can just pump out more music than spending 8 hours a day every fucking day slaving to some shit.
Yeah,
You know?
it sucks.
Yeah, man.
My heart's
That's
in the
where we're
music,
going.
man. My heart's in the music. You know?
I
we
feel
wanna-
you, man.
All we
It-
want to do is make, bro. All we want to do is
Create
produce.
creators, man.
You
That's
used to do
it.
the same shit. And like a lot of people that didn't create music, they'd always wonder, like, well, why is he always not, wanting to hang out? What does he always have to do that's so important? And that's
Right.
create music. I have
'Cause
time
that's part of who you are. That's part of you need to do that for your sanity, for your everything. And it's
Yeah.
just part of who you. But not everybody understands that. Not everybody's a creator,
lost-
or they haven't unlocked that part of their
Yeah.
brain, and they're just too close minded, and they're and I feel bad for that, man.
I lost
Yeah.
a few
I love
friends
creating
just
stuff. I
because
love-
they think like I'm messing around, but really it's like I send them the links afterwards. I'm like, yo, listen to this. This is what I'm making, but they don't understand, man.
It's a hard thing to get
process.
people to listen in the beginning,
It's a
man. You know what I
process.
mean?
It
It's hard.
is.
It's hard. People
It
are
is.
too cool. People don't have time, and that's understandable in the world we live in today.
They
Like,
listen.
But
10
most of the
seconds.
people that rock with me, I wouldn't say all my like people that I actually know in person. You know,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Right.
a lot of people I just
They work with.
met
It's people
networking
you
over
work
the
with,
years.
network
So
with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But never, if I can give one word of advice,
Yeah.
never stop putting yourself out there. It's a new artist, everything. Just keep putting yourself out there. Like, if you get negative criticism in the beginning, like, it ain't none. Just keep pushing. That's it. And
just gotta keep pushing.
Negative criticism
push
is
past
just a
everything.
stepping stone.
Fuck everybody, chase your dream. If it's
It
what you
really
want
is.
to do, anything's possible, man. I'll tell you, I didn't sound like this 9 months ago. My vocals, especially, like anybody going to listen to my music, my voice just speaks for itself. I just taught myself how to sing and worked
Can that
fucking
be
hard
real?
as fuck.
You sounded like Booty 9 months ago.
I did.
It's
I
not
did
like
sound
my
like Rudy.
cheeks.
I did. I was
I-
on SoundCloud,
He
fucking
showed me some
struggling to get
stuff from 9
streams,
months
man.
ago, and I
Like,
was like, "Is this the same person? Like,
not.
what'd you do?"
I just,
It
I
sounded
just,
a little
I
awkward,
let
but
go,
now he's
man.
on it.
You know what? You know my thing was, especially that it was. I used to put a lot of negative energy in the wrong shit, drugs, like everything that we were talking about earlier, like just like bad shit. Like I've been arrested, I've been in prison, all kinds of shit, man. So like I just focused that same energy on music instead of that wrong shit, man. And like that could probably work for a lot of people alone. You know what I mean? Because a lot of
Yeah.
people are caught up in the wrong kind of shit.
Instead of
these
being
days.
angry, have some stuff where you could just skip on being angry. Put it in your passion. Put it in what you want to do in life. What you want to
Absolutely.
make successful. We want to make music successful, so that's what we're doing. Whenever we're angry with something or frustrated with something in life,
Go
me and him
create and let it
me
out.
and him just meet up and we just create music. If it's for
Yeah.
other people that they wanna draw or just be the best at like a sport, start working out. Pitch that strike, throw that perfect spiral that's 90 yards down the field. You know what I mean? Like hit what you want, bro.
You gotta
Like
work- you
it's
gotta work
all
for it.
possible, but you just gotta put the frustrations in life and channel it into that positive.
Absolutely.
It's all about making the negatives into plus.
You know what this all is, man? It's all mental. That's all it is.
It's all mental,
'Cause
man.
I was sad all today, man.
That's all it is.
I was sad all today. I'll be real. And then I linked up with Alan. Then I got to see your vibe and catch your vibe. And now I'm doing great, man. I was so tired. I was beat. I'm still on 2 hours of sleep, but I'm sure most people couldn't even tell because I'm feeding off your energy. I'm feeding off
Yeah.
his energy.
Thank
I
you so
feel
much
good.
for having us, bro.
Oh man, no problem at
Thank you,
all.
man.
Anytime you have anything, feel free to reach out, and you know I'm gonna definitely be checking out that next
I'll
album.
check your album out on the 28th, man, for sure.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
And thanks for having him, man. It really
And
means so much.
you can follow me on Instagram at d._major music and listen to new episodes of the Major Music Lounge podcast here on YouTube as well as all podcast streaming platforms. And then also I'm saying this every episode until we shut down for the remainder of the year, but I'm gonna take a brief hiatus from podcasts and music in December until probably like mid-January. So don't hit me up saying, "Hey, where you at?" I'm gonna be back. I promise.
He's on vacation. He's on vacation.
Hey, we all need a month to ourselves to recollect.
Man, it's been a long year, so you know I just kind of like to chill
family
for a
time.
minute.
It's family time, man.
And you
Yeah.
earned it. You deserve it, bro. Go.
Absolutely.
Man,
I
appreciate
hope that
it.
January, that December to January is some of the best self-reflective moments that you spend with you and your family. You know what I mean? Like,
Man, appreciate it, man.
And I hope
Yeah.
the New Year's
Live it.
good for you.
Live it,
That's
brother.
too, man.
Yeah,
We'll
yourself
We'll
too.
meet back
We'll
in
talk before
February,
then.
and you'll hear an album from him. You'll hear an album from me. We'll link back up. We'll have another interview and reflect on like
And
what
do
we
this
did.
again.
All right.
Yeah, man.
All right.
I'm
Yes,
really
sir.
excited to be on here, mate. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
No problem. It's been another episode of the Major Music Lounge, and we're out.
Later, guys.
You can tell by my demeanor, smooth, calm, and collect. You don't see nobody cleaner, paper, power, and respect. Seen, read, and heard, sit back and peep the scene. And my hustle of the chart, moving at a different speed.